I think one of the things I'm most proud of at the end is we dismounted about as gracefully as possible. We went to our investors, who we had been very close with along the whole process, said, here's the situation. Without essentially 30 million plus, we just can't build the next iteration of this product. Like, here one didn't work on a consumer level, but because of that, like, one of the ironies, I'm going to call Michael out as just the representative of big company Microsoft people. I got to sit with his friend Brian, and who would be like, you don't understand, like, at any big company, like, this would be a success because you would have learned a lot from it. But when you're a small company, you get one shot. We actually kind of got 3 shots, but like, when the product we had been building towards over 4 years didn't work, it's really hard to turn around to investors and be like, but we now understand why it didn't work. Give us more. Like, I'm a good salesman, I'm not that good. Like, that's hard. So at the very end, we actually had really good data. At that point, we were much more rigorous, a lot because of Brian, this guy who came in. We really had a good idea of how to make Here Too, which was the working name, something that would fit the criteria of what we thought would be more consumer friendly, of course take out some of the fat, et cetera. But we really realized that if we took in anything less than $30 million, we'd just be limping. We couldn't get the next product out. And so I think one of the most mature decisions we said is, if we can't raise a 30 million plus Series C at this point, we shouldn't waste any more time or money, and we should try and wind this down in the right way. So we made that call when we couldn't raise a Series C. We gave, obviously, the investors the opportunity to invest, but in a very open way. Essentially, I sat down with all my investors, and we had 10 billionaires on our cap table. So these are guys who could have written $30 million checks and said, look, this is, if you thought it was a Hail Mary before, this is a Hail Mary with a blindfold on. Like, let's be really honest. If you want to do that, we'll keep working as hard as we've been working. And I think that's a core point. Like, I still have remarkable relationships with all of our investors, which is amazing because we lost $60 million. But it's because we did exactly what we said we were going to do. And every first meeting we ever took was, we know this is a moonshot. It probably won't work. If you're investing in us, you're investing in something that is really bold. And I think if you're that upfront and transparent with people, it's not like we showed up. We never showed numbers to anyone. And that's not because we were being shady. It's because we said, there are no numbers for this. This category doesn't exist. We think we can create something new and bold. Do you want to come along for this ride? So yes, I would say we definitely wound it down gracefully. It still was awful. I had 100 employees at that point. That's not fun. Michael.